We've made it! Well, almost. Today is our last day of walking to Santiago, and we are not ready for it to be over. Thankfully, it isn't.
Good morning. It is day 32 of our Camino de Santiago. Today's the day we're walking into Santiago. We left this morning at 6:30. We've walked 1 kilometer so far. We have another 9 to 11 on the Camino. Down there somewhere is the creek pilgrims would wash in before they arrived in Santiago. It smells some eucalyptus. So far it's been pretty much paved road, a little bit of path. I imagine that's how it's going to be. 7.7 kilometers to Santiago. So if you need to camp on your way into Santiago, there's a place here. I think we're probably about 6.5 kilometers from town. This is sort of like a industrial park type area that we're walking through right now. It's not bad. A lot of birds chirping. There is grass. I haven't seen any albergues or hotels. The only thing I've seen since we left Lavacolla is this camping area. Mostly I'm just looking forward to breakfast.
I can relate.
Pablo and Claudia are meeting us there, so that will be nice. And then after we eat, we'll walk into Santiago, and I guess maybe I'll feel emotional then. But either it hasn't hit me, or it's just not going to be as emotional this time. I think it's not going to be as emotional because so much of my emotion last year was sadness that it was over. And I don't feel sad it's over now because it's not over. The walk to Santiago is over, but we're going to walk from Santiago to the coast, so we'll have 4 more days. We remember last year when we walked through this section, there was a huge yucca cactus.
But it looks like a broccoli?
Yeah, it was so big. Looks like a broccoli tree. Molly just spotted it.
I've been seeing something that looked like it for a while, but it's kind of hard to get perspective on how high the lamppost or the street thing is and how close it is to that. But now I can confirm that that is in fact the broccoli tree.
But anyway, we are relatively nearing the Monte de Gozo albergue complex, and it is truly a complex. It's like the Disney World of albergues. But we had breakfast there. We had a second breakfast there last year.
Well, it's like the Disney World of albergues, but in like October, so there's no one there.
Yeah. So we had a second breakfast there last time we walked through here, and it was really good. So we're having breakfast there today. It'll be sad that we won't see the people anymore that we've walked with. That'll be sad. We've enjoyed the people we've walked the Camino with. That we started with one group of people, then we moved on to another group, then another group, and now we have our end group.
I see them.
Over in the field over there, you can see the statues at the Monte de Gozo. We haven't decided yet if we're going to go over there or not. The sky is very ominous. It's supposed to rain at 8 o'clock. It's about 5 till 8. And we're trying to get to a cafe before it lets loose.
Should it let it?
4.8 kilometers to go. This is the Monte de Gozo albergue complex. It's not fancy, but it can house a lot of people.
Almost done. They gotta go past the steps. And then we'll come to that.
Look what we found! Let's go to Santiago. We get to go together with our walking partner. He's wearing green today. I don't even know if I would have known who you were. We're on our way. We crossed the bridge. We're officially in Santiago now, even though we haven't passed the sign that says so.
In 2022, more than 400,000 pilgrims walked the Camino, shattering previous records. Just over half of them walked the Camino Frances, and only around 5% of them started from Saint Jean-Pied-de-Port.
Look at that dog. Oh my gosh. What a good dog.
The old and beautiful streets of Santiago made us think about pilgrims that walked these same streets many years ago. We wondered if we could have made it through the Camino without a decent bed and shower every few days.
Yeah, there's the cathedral. You can see it.
We didn't talk much in our last couple kilometers for two reasons. One, it was really loud with all the hustle and bustle of the city. And two, we were all busy thinking about our amazing adventure and all the factors that led to our success. To those closest to us, like our family and friends, to those farthest from us, like the strangers on the side of the trail handing out gummies to us sweaty pilgrims, everyone supported us, despite the fact that walking across Spain does sound a little bit crazy at first. It took both of us to get to Santiago, with my mom's planning and my navigating, my making friends by talking about cats, and my mom keeping the friends once we exhausted the subject of cats. Just kidding. It is impossible to exhaust the subject of cats. Friends really do make the Camino magical. You're brought together with anywhere from tens to hundreds of like-minded individuals who thought the best way to step away from the chaos of everyday life was to walk across a large country. Within this shockingly large group, you'll find people from tens of countries who work hundreds of jobs and have thousands of stories about pets, history, other sporting activities, and just about everything else. There are gear people and hotel people, dog people and cat people, well, mostly cat people, kids and grandparents, runners and bikers, and everyone can find a place. That being said, you probably won't be with the same people the whole time. We found that while we didn't take rest days, many of our friends along the way did, which meant we didn't get to see most of them again. Some of our friends, like Jennifer and Gavin, were on the same schedule from the first day to the last. We didn't meet them until part of the way through the Meseta, but we are very glad we did, as we became fast friends. In Santiago, we will be meeting with some friends we made last year while walking the Primitivo, and my dad and sister before walking to Finistere. Last year, we walked with these three friends for just 4 days. The 6 of us called ourselves the Muddy Buddies. This year, we walked more than 3 weeks off and on with Jennifer and Gavin.
In addition to the people, I absolutely loved walking with cows, except for when they almost trampled me. The different terrain across Spain and all the crazy weather also kept things really interesting.
I'm just trusting you. Molly and I have a policy. She'll know where to go and I'll go there. The old town over there. We made a run for it. Molly's died a little inside when we violated that, but if Jennifer did it, it has to be okay. This is definitely right. Just looking at it, I thought it was. And there's Gavin.
The Camino looks and feels different for everyone. For me, it was a great way to gain confidence going into 8th grade cross-country season. But for my mom, it was the perfect place to transform into a cat lover. On the Camino, we found ourselves comfortable in a number of situations that in normal life, both being very introverted, we would not have been comfortable with. We could end up eating dinner with people we'd never met before and still laugh our way through the evening, even becoming friends immediately. We ate cake for dinner, ran through sprinklers in the middle of a cornfield, just really excited that it was corn, not wheat, posed for pictures with cows, and ran past a dead horse covered in bone vultures while screaming and waving our arms in the air like maniacs with 4 people we'd never met and who didn't speak English. I really can't imagine having these experiences, especially the last one, any other way, and I can already see my mom and I laughing about them years in the future.
All of the specific and fun memories are wonderful, but for me, the experience comes down to one thing: 32 days in relaxed conversation with Molly, giggling, dreaming, eating, and looking for cats. It doesn't get any better.
When we walk through this tunnel, we're done. There's the cathedral.
Is this where you're staying?
No, we're staying on the other side. There it is. You've put the jets on. You're in your kick. It is the last 200 meters of a very long effort. That's right.
At this point, our hearts are basically beating out of our chests. We're so excited to get there.
Let's do it.
Congratulations.
We're here.
We just
Yeah.
started.
After 32 days of walking, we've made it from Saint Jean-Pied-de-Port to Santiago de Compostela. Now, we can rest our feet.
But not for long. Thankfully, our adventure is not over yet. After 2 rest days, we will continue to the end of the world. Well, at least as far as the Romans are concerned. The walk to Finisterre will be very different from our Camino so far, but we can't wait to experience it with the rest of the family. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.